Hi guys, it's Kim, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite crystals called a fluorite. Now, I have a whole bunch of fluorites here to show you, but let's get a little background information about fluorite. It's also called fluorspar. You might have heard of that name. It is a halide mineral. Oh, my ear is ringing. This side. Woo! Um, Sometimes that happens when I'm talking about crystals. It does come from Mexico, Germany, United States, Britain, Canada, Peru. It's Russia. It's pretty abundant. It has the most hardness of 4 on the hardness scale, so it's not all that hard. All right. You can clean it with a little soap and water. That's okay. It breaks in this uneven pattern, and its streak is white. Oh, I don't have my streak plates to show you. But if you had a streak plate and you go ahead and streak it, it will streak white. It has a vitreous or glassy like exterior to it. It comes in many different colors: purple, yellow, white, clear, green, blue, even pink, rainbow, multicolored. And it can even come in black. All right, so I have a really dark. I don't have black, but it's pretty dark. That's purple with a yellow tip. Isn't that cool? That's really cool. So it does come in a lot of different colors. Precautions, it can be very brittle, and you don't want to use it in your gem water, in a direct gem water. If you're going to be making a gem water, put it on the outside using the indirect method because it does have aluminum in it. Its crystal form is cubes. It can, it comes into like little cubes. Here's a piece that's like cube almost. Or also octahedrons. All right, so you'll see these as well. Okay. It can be fluorescent. Typically, it glows this like blue-violet color under ultraviolet light. Not always. The ancient Egyptians used to carve deities out of it, and also China. Chinese have been using it to carve for hundreds of years. It's also used in hydrofluoric acid to make opalescent glass and enamel. That's pretty cool. It's also used in microscopes, telescopes, and cameras. So it has a lot of different uses. Not only is it gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, but it does have a lot of different practical uses as well as metaphysical uses. Now, just be sure to take a moment to check out my disclaimer because that's important too. Some of the physical healing properties that it is believed to have, that it stimulates the brain, focus and concentration, as well as decision making. It is my go-to stone when dealing with if I ever have something that I really need to do, and I need to focus on, I will grab my fluorite. It helps with that brain fog. So it's a really good one for students to have. It's believed to help you with dizziness, also with joints, bone pain, arthritis, and teeth. It's also another one, or for colds and flus, as well as balance and coordination. So those are just some of the physical healing properties it is believed to have. Let me show you a few pieces before I go on. So I do have some gorgeous pieces. I have this really nice point that was gifted to me. And this is a rainbow fluorite. And I have a green point too, cut and polished. And tumbled rainbow fluorite. Here's another point, rainbow fluorite. And I have the 2 octahedrons. I have one that's purple, which I showed you, and then I have one that's green with a purple tip. That's really cool. I showed you that one. Here, I have this like bluish indigo color. It's like shaped like a heart. Excuse me. And this is a really cool too. Really, it's also kind of an indigo bluish color. Really neat, natural. Really beat up, rough piece of rainbow fluorite. And this one is a very light purple, almost white, has some clear in it. I did have some clear ones in my store that were adopted.
So this is a natural piece of clear fluorite, and notice the shape. When it cleaves into these octahedron type shapes. This is not a full octahedron, but it's pretty close. So I just thought this was a really cool piece. I wanted to show it because somebody adopted it. So before I send it off, I wanted to videotape it.
That were really neat. Really nice gemmy quality on this tumbled one. And check out this one. This is really cool, right? This is a natural cluster. It's green. Okay, really neat. And I have a couple yellow ones too. It's yellow fluorite, and this one actually almost has its octahedron shape. It's a little broken, but love it. I love fluorite. That's why I have a lot of it. Um, so those are just some pieces for you to drool over. So what are some of the spiritual properties or other properties why you might want to work with fluorite? It really does help with your psychic abilities because it's great for the third eye and the crown chakra and higher too. Um, Also, depending on which color you're using, if you wanted to go with color energy, you can use the different colors. Like the clear is really great for the crown, or the green for the heart, or the purple for the third eye. You can, do it in that way too, or the blue for the throat if you wanted to. You can do it with that. But I do think that fluoride in general is good for wisdom, knowledge, no matter what color. I just get this energy of up in this area. That's kind of been my experience. Also, fluorite helps to ground energies, so you're bringing down that energy too, and that's why it's so effective when you're working with it in your crown chakra and third eye area. It helps to increase your awareness, your intuition, as well as it's great for people who are multitasking, because it helps keep you focused. And it's really a good one for empaths too, because it helps you to understand if it's your feelings going on or if you are actually getting feelings from somebody else. So it kind of helps with that as well, because it gives you this ability to differentiate as to what's yours and what's not yours. If that makes sense, because it's helping you up in this area. Um, it helps to bring issues to the surface, helps to clear away negative patterns. It's really a great one to have. I use it mostly for focus, concentration, and third eye kind of stuff. But you can, use it in many different ways. So those are just some of the spiritual properties in if you're using fluorite. Its element is wind, so it's believed that you can cleanse it in the wind. I've never tried that. I still just use my sound and sage, but you can always try that using the wind. I do like the wind. I should try that. Its planet is Uranus, and just in case you're interested in this kind of stuff, its astrology sign is Mercury and Capricorn and Pisces. And in terms of the chakras, it's mostly third eye, like I said, but it can also go to the different chakras depending on the color. Also, if you're taking a test, something that you can do, like if you're a student and you have to focus and you're taking a test, you can put it in your notebook or wear it in jewelry. If you can have a small one, put it on a headband or on a clip of some kind and put it in your hair. It's a good one for that. Or wear it underneath your hat or something like that. If you have a hat, you can sew in a little pocket and put it in there. So that's a good one to have. You can also make gem water, again, only using the indirect method, because you don't want to put it in the water, but you could put it around the outside of your gem water and use it like that. You can make a water and you can spray it on your joints for arthritis, or you could spray it around your head for your focus or your wisdom, concentration, and all that up here. You can drink that water as well, as long as it's the indirect method, and it's good for your teeth. So you can use that water. If you make your own toothpaste, you can use the fluoride water, again, indirect method, and use that along with your coconut oil if you do that, or your baking soda if you do that. So you can use fluoride in that capacity, as long as it's not directly in there. It helps to deepen your meditation. It's really great to use during Mercury in retrograde. helps keep you centered and focused. Because of its cube shape, it's also good for the lower chakras, for the Earth Star and the root chakra. And in terms of combining it with other crystals, it's really great to combine with amethyst. I usually will combine it with amethyst, or you can use Iceland spar for the crown chakra. Or halite, since halite is cubic, you can use it in terms of that. And with black tourmaline, it works well with grounding with black tourmaline. And if you're a little too flighty, you might need that black tourmaline. Because of its octahedron shape, it has that element air and heart chakra for healing and help you with a greater understanding, spiritual understanding. You can also, wear it as jewelry. It's really great to wear as jewelry. Plus, it's so beautiful. Or keep some in a bowl at your desk where you work. When I'm working on something that I really need to focus on, I have a bracelet. I have a fluorite bracelet I will wear, but I also put it in a bowl right next to me. I wish I had something for my head. I don't have one yet, but that would be nice. A fluorite crown would be awesome if anybody wants to make one. So that's pretty much all I have on fluorite. I do want to share some personal stories that some of the people in my group have shared. So let's see. I'm going to take my paper here. All right. So Anna said, I love my rainbow fluorite. She's got small obelisks like I was showing you. These beauties. Okay. She's got one of these, I guess. I love my rainbow fluorite obelisks. I use them when I take a test or I study, but not sure why. They feel yummy, she said. They're very cool feeling, which they really are, as opposed to the heat I feel when I hold quartz. Allison said they're really calming and charging for me. I don't have a hard time focusing on tasks when I have them near me. And Angela said, I love fluorite. I have a lot of it, and it was one of the first crystals that I felt. I call it the Chaos Buster. That's a great name for fluorite. That's a really good nickname because it's really true. It helps you to cut through some of the junk. And she said she's a mom of 3 boys and she needs all the help she can get. And so those are just a couple of personal stories with fluorite. And like I said, for me, I put it in a bowl right next to me, and it really does. It does help me a lot. So that's it. Please let me know in the comments below how you use fluorite and what it does for you. What are some of the properties that you have discovered when working with fluorite? It's a beautiful crystal to work with. Absolutely beautiful, powerful yet gentle, and it comes in so many different colors and stuff, and it's affordable and it's abundant, so there's really nothing to not love about fluorite. So I'd love to hear more in the comments below. Let me know. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a blessed day. Bye.